but it seems like it's the opposite. They're on the ascendance right now. And we are going to be getting into this one. It's the second map of the best of 3. Immortals really do need to arrive on the server. It's going to be SK starting on the CT side as well, the more favored side. So this is one of the best stuff for Immortals. Let's see what they decide to do. They've actually got 4 sets of armor and Henny with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. And it's going to be quite an aggressive play from the CTs here as well. Frisk going up towards middle, looking towards Fountain here. Doesn't inflict any damage, but does spot a lot of terrorists. Back up from Valve. First frag going to be coming in very quickly. It's going to be 2, in fact, going in the favor of the Brazilians there.
Glaive aggressive on the CT side, all the way out toward T-spawn already. Trying to get some information, gets in an exchange with Henny. It does pay off in the end, and Modi's already going to rotate back on this, but they've given up that water because they wrap back through those lower stairs, and you would have thought that Glaive would have been caught by this. He's up to the challenge, another 2 kills, and it's down to an even situation. Not only that, chasing, but bolts. A great fadeaway shot. It leaves just Modi. He's got the bomb controlled. Is he going to be aware of this wraparound, though? Look at Lucas' position. He's coming in from the A side, and that'll give it away. Doesn't land the shot. Could have potentially played that out with some more trigger discipline and made his chances greater, but now Modi's just going to bait this out a minute that he has to hold this bomb.
First 2 frags going in favor of Immortals. Now it's come down to this. Another stellar round there from Glaive, picking up 3 USP kills. Mind games begin. So much time for Lucas to play with, though, but he hasn't got control of the bomb. Let's be very careful. He's going to be going towards a short tunnel there, and he spots the feed to Modi, and it's going to be the round going in favor of Immortals there. And I think they'll be happy to get in their favor because it started off so well, and Glaive, a player we haven't seen in the top echelons of the scene for a while, has been performing very well in this best of 3. So there it is, 1-0 in favor of Immortals, and it's going to be the 4th buy from SK Gaming. As I said before, normally Frisk doesn't invest anything into this second round. He wants to make sure he has the AWP in the first, and that's exactly what's going to be happening this time. 4, 5, 7s, and a couple of bits of utility as well. Smoke, a few flashbangs. We'll be focusing towards middle here. No B-stack coming in this time.
From Showtime after the initial face from Modi. Smoke out on Monster. They wouldn't be able to re-exchange regardless, so Modi's actually going to try and take over this construction position. Again, a very aggressive stance from SK. The pistols to try and make up for the lost ground. Then Eco get them started potentially, and Modi's going to wait behind that squeaky door as well with Valda and Asilian pushing them back. There's a chance they start to funnel toward that stairwell and go over into his clutches, so it'll be interesting to see if the A players can help persuade that from Immortals' side. Bait them in. Glaive's going to play there as well with the off chance that it does happen. So they've got a good crossfire set already over on that B site, but Glaive rotating around wants more information out toward Monster. Instead, though, it's Asilian to open this up, and he's still got lineup on this. He's going to take down Phelps. They know exactly where he is, but they can't find the angle immediately because Lucas, a little bit late, does eventually put him down. It allows Freeze a good position, though, in this corner.
Once again from Immortals here, losing the first 2 frags, and they actually got a disadvantage in terms of manpower, but obviously with the rifles, you still favoured them in this round. Lucas picks up the kill, Val goes down 3 on 3, and they still haven't made their way to the bomb site here. Still a lot of danger, time ticking away as we hit the 30-second mark.
Freeze has managed to pick up this UMP, but Valda kind of caught in the open. He expected Modi to stick around a little bit further, I think, and he left early. He does catch off Showtime. They aren't looking, they're waiting for the flank to come back in, so no response right away. A late trade from Lucas, it could have potentially led to more. Bomb is slowly, inevitably going on to this A site. 16 seconds, there's no time to get back over to B. That means Modi's going to face this 1 versus 2 while he waits for Glaive's rotation. If he can buy the time, if he can deny this plant, it could work wonders. They're going for behind the truck. Modi can't find it inside of the smoke. It's a spray down, but Lucas is there. And it will hold on just enough as Glaive, arriving late, does pick up 1 low HP, but it's 1 for him as he gets tagged down. 11 on the other side. It's really the next bullet that's going to win it. They're both desperate to try and land it. But Glaive's at the disadvantage because he doesn't have the kit. He needs to work this quickly, and Lucas does reface into it, but it's going to be the AK that prevails.
Very tense situation there. There's one, but it's won it for either side, and SK Gaming, after picking up, Asilian with 5-7 opening things up. You have to say, though, Immortals sloppy once again. They give too much away on these anti-eco rounds. You see perfectly on the replay screen right now. Where's the refrag there? It's such a tight choke point. A lot of CTs will play this position on a force buy, so it really bewilders me why they're not actually playing that together and making sure they're refragging, but they do manage to pick up round number 2, and it will be full eco here for SK Gaming. Just USPs and a PT50 on Frizz. So you'd as soon as we 3-0 once again. We saw very similar scenes on Cobblestone, and they all fell apart on the gun round. That's where they need to be careful there. So Immortals will be going in with 4 rifles, 1 SMG on Henny. And this time it's much more of a default play. They're using the range to their advantage. Showtime picks up the first aggressive Modi. Let's get taken down, and there it is. Lucas getting the second as well. Make it a third. Well, 5-on-2 the round. Guaranteed at this point for Immortals. Just want to make sure they keep all 5 players alive. Bang balance is nice and healthy.
Freeze and Asilian just desperate to make something out of this, to try and dig into the economy, but they're split on the sites they're playing right now. He can't quite see into that park, so he may actually overcommit to it, but does consider to look back when he does walk in. SMG kill for him, builds up the bank slightly. On plant, but it won't matter. Round inevitably over. The only equation left to solve is how much damage does it do to them. In terms of rebuying, it's none at all. They find Asili and effortlessly. It's going to be now 3-0, and the guns do come out. Freeze again, being efficient in the opening rounds, not overbuying. I have to say, SK, despite losing pistol rounds, they do manage their economy well for the first gun round. He's got an op again.
Yeah, and he's got grenades to work with as well. That opens up opportunities. He can smoke towards middle, boost himself up at that fountain area. And we'll see what he decides to do in this first round. You feel like Chris is going to be pivotal here in the success on the CT side. Once again, going for the aggressive face towards middle, seeing if he can find anything here. There it is, headshot while blind as well. Lovely stuff from Frisk. He takes down bolts. 5-on-4 now, that's exactly what they needed. And now they have the man advantage. Don't need to overcommit to this. Can fall back to the bomb site, set up the crossfires, and allow Immortals to make the next move. Henny with that MP7 in towards the connector area. They're trying to swarm towards the bathrooms, trying to get some positional control of the map and just have options to play with that point. They have the opportunity to actually execute onto the bomb site once you have bathrooms, and he pushed the CD stack potentially from long air. But look at this setup towards long. It's Frisk with the AWP there, and he's actually backed up by VOD, baiting him in. He's hoping he can fire off one shot, fall back, and allow the full spray down to come in from the new boy of the team.
Still going to press onto this A side. Balda's actually got a bit of an advantage here in the fact that Freeze will be the first one to see them coming in toward long, so his position behind the flower pot could play off. But it's the wall of smokes to go for the default plant onto the A site, and that means that there has to be a slight shuffle in position from Asilian, and there it is. Valda overlooked entirely, does take down Phelps. Good position from Freeze as he re-peeks back out, takes down Showtime. Smokes are going to dissolve, and they won't even get anywhere near the A site. In fact, Freeze going to take down yet another kill and close it himself. AWP, 4 kills, first gun round. That's why they're so efficient. That's why they want to get it into his hands.
Yeah, this is a perfect round from SK Gaming then. Went for a little bit of aggressive play at the start of the round. It's Frisk to get the first kill. They fall back into a defensive crossfire there. It was Frisk that was taken out of the round with that smoke at the end, but like we said, we knew Val being set it up there. He didn't get spotted whatsoever. He picked up the second kill and is forcing Immortals to try and make their play into the site. It's getting locked down at every single angle here. That's the first round going in favor of SK Gaming now 3-1. Obviously, Immortals do have enough to buy here. Definitely no AWP. It's going to be 2 Galils and 3 AKs. They have slight utility, lacking Molotovs, that's for sure. But Frisk not so aggressive this time. Wants to see when he'll be running into his crosshair towards this mid area.
He's hoping someone's going to work up toward the party, but changes the angle again. Henny actually is on that stairwell, but it's a little bit late. He'll get away with playing that position. Again, it's Volda that's going to be playing off the advantage of Freeze, trying to get up behind this smoke inside of the bathroom. Good first pick from Maudie. Freeze to close it out, but watch Volda. He can swing out. Freeze nearly hitting a second shot. There's the refrag, though. There's exactly the play they were going for. The rifle coming out when the AWP's got them distracted, and no kills going the way of the Immortals.
Yeah, this is a pretty brutal round for them. Didn't really get anything going. It was getting picked off one by one. Maudie, Valdo, Freeze all chiming in. Now it's up to Henny and Showtime. They haven't got any control of the map, just hoping. You can see they're not even advancing right now. Just hoping that someone makes a mistake. But at this point, we said it before, SK being very disciplined in these sort of situations. He's just fouled because he'll be pushing towards long, hunting for information here. This is actually a nice play, but unfortunately for him, they're going to be waiting for him to surely take him down. But what is that crossfire? They've got one player standing out in the open and not even being covered by his teammates. So they're going to be losing yet another player. Now just up to Henny, and they know his position as well. No time to play with, doesn't even have the bomb in hand. And now the CT swarming in. Slowly but surely stifling Henny as he's holding to the playground area. It's not going to be amounting to anything there. Cillian finishing things off in his round number 2 achieved for SK Gaming. 3-2 now, and surely the money broken for Immortals. No bomb plants in the last 2 rounds, so there's going to be onto maybe some Deagles, PT50s. And this is a real chance now for SK Gaming to dig their heels in and start building up some economy, as they have a pretty clean round so far. You can see Frisk, he's got $5,500 in the bank, and there's actually not much of a force buy from Immortals whatsoever. They have got 2 Glocks, make it 3 actually, and a couple of bigger pistols. That's it. 1 flashback. Go towards B, flash over the top, try and get a bomb plant down, but Maudie, he's in great form right now. Surely going to be spraying all of them down.
Perfect position, perfectly timed as well with the flash coming out. Glaive got the first, he picks up the other 2. Still has the position to play with. Pistol's not finding anything so far for Immortals. Very few kills since the guns have been brought up by SK. Bomb as well on the inside of Monster. There's not even a play to go for something clever and try and get a plant out of this and try and build up something in the bank because they have to commit. And that allows Maudie and Asilian to try and face, but a great shot from Bolts. They won't do that again, although Freeze is fancying it with the AWP. Crosshair placement still on, just barely missing at that time, but down to just Henny, round all but concluded.
The thing is about Immortals, right, we're so used to them having the firepower available, like really explosive play from the likes of Bolts and Henny, and even Showtime at points. They've got great clutch potential, and we just haven't seen it at this best of 3. They don't have the fundamentals to actually work the map and actually have the executions to make it be effective and get their star players into positions. We just haven't really seen that killer instinct from them so far. 3-3 now. We're in the bounce for SK Gaming. We go into round number 7. It's going to be 5 AKs, no AWP on Henny. I have to say, he hasn't really had much impact throughout this campaign. And it's another shot there from Chris, this time not landing it, but he does spot a couple of players towards that fountain area. He gets flashed off, has to fall back at this point. And the default round coming in for the terrorists here. Could be smoking off towards the bathroom, 2 of them in fact. I'm not sure if that's miscommunication, but Bell definitely has an opportunity to listen up for footsteps. Got players surrounding him, and this is going to be stepping up. Have they gone past him? There it is.
It's the sneakiest spot in Counter-Strike right now. It's so easy to overlook, especially with Smokes out in that position. He's able to get at least the kill when they turn back around, but Valda could have been in such a prime position to take down at least 2 players there. So a little bit of luck that they do find him. And just to go back to the Henny, it's that guy exactly on cue, Lucas, that's actually been contributing. His twin brother that's got so many kills already to start this off. That's his 11th, despite they were only in the 6th round and they've lost the 3 gun rounds. He's got another onto Glaive. Vasilian will fall at the hands of Bolts, and finally an opening for Immortals. As Madi, though, on the side is actually going to rotate back around and catch them as they try and enter, so still doing what Madi does. He's so good at lurking in this map. He did it yesterday as well against Astralis and was actually quite annoying to deal with.
And look what he's anticipating right now. He thinks he's going to be the B play after showing his heavy hand there towards short A. He gets 2 kills, and unfortunately for him, there's going to be a plant towards the CT and bank area. So now he's got a huge retake on his hands. Has got a 3 grenades to play with and 100 HP, and definitely can justify going for this one. The bank account's getting very large here for the CTs. Does spot 1 player towards the steps, and now just going in, all guns blazing, trying to find the first player. Doesn't think it's going to happen. They know exactly where it is, and there it is. Finally, Immortals, their first gunner after losing 3 in a row. Money's still got to be fantastic there for the CTs. You can see 10k on Fritz and Modi. So a certain buy coming in here. There it is. Immortals, though, quite creative play there. They were smoked out towards middle, boosting over and finding that kill to the side. That opened the window of opportunity, and they capitalized as well. Modi made things interesting for sure. The backstab, that's just showing you a little lapse of concentration there from Immortals. When we see SK Gaming get those huge advantages, they're slowing things right down and covering every sort of possibility. Immortals are more than happy to just go straight to the bomb side as soon as they see that window, but works out in their favor in the end. Random break comes in. Frisk not so aggressive this time. Looking for the first pick though. Spots a player jumping over, doesn't hit the shot this time.
Oh, it does land one under Phelps though as he gets completely overwhelmed. Shot selection became a bit of an issue. Still manages to pick up 1 from that, but immediately taken down after by Showtime. Start to push the CTs back slightly on the A site, but B, Madi again still getting aggressive and toward that construction position. Vault is open. Right now it's toward long, and Henny's getting ever closer. WP again this time for him. It's onto the AK. Does fail the jump. I was about to say make it. It looked like he was about to do it, but that's going to give Vault the information. He knows he's gone for this, but missing the shot, that might be an opportunity gone as they double face. It's a 1-for-1, and Bolts now has the opening they need onto the A side. A silly and early rotation is going to rely on Glaive getting there fast. They're already at the precipice and looking to go in toward a default. Cillian not quite in a position to prime that spot, but he can cover them on the cross as there's no smokes aside from 1 on Showtime, which goes down with it on the belt left on the T side. Now there's none. Still working for this as well. He's gotten there in time. Watch Madi. Late, but there. He's always on the flank. It's going to be Bolts onto Vasilian, bring it back to the 2, but they have no idea where Madi is still. And the bomb's not in position. They manage to kill out Glaive, but do they rotate? Is this when they decide, all right, it's Madi. We know he's trying to play on the B site. We know he's been trying to flank in this manner before. Or do they just go for the quick plant? It's going to be the latter as Madi in position. Oh, gets killed by Lucas. Brilliant shot because he had him dead to rights after the plant.
Good awareness, great teamwork as well. And like you said, they know Modi, famous for his lurks. You never know where he's coming from. They have 1 player covering CD spawn, a safe plant behind Optimus there, and making sure Lucas nails that shot to finish things off. They haven't broken the economy of SK just yet, but this is a great T-side so far, picking up 5 rounds and looking to continue that as well. It's not the best fight from SK. You can see a Famous and a UMP in the hands of Vasilian. We'll see whether actually get back into this. Actually, 2 players without armor as well. It's Glaive on the AWP this time, in fact. So maybe he has a decent spawn he wants to exploit. Normally, talk about Frizz with that AWP, but it's going to be a B-sided attack by the looks of things here. 3 players from the terrorists swarming the construction area. As Modi to strike first, going to be facing here. Flashbang goes over, doesn't find anything just yet, and he's going to be punished for that. And as they have got 3 players covering every single angle, they get a man advantage.
And usually when you do see a spawn-based AWP, they'll swap it back if an opportunity presents itself. Good shot from Glaive. They chose not to this time, so Freeze let Glaive keep it. Pays off as he finds the shot over top of the wall. Covers off Monster immediately after. So being dynamic, Glaive. pulled them back to an even situation. Henny with bombs going to go back toward T just to make sure no one flanking around, but they're still trying to put pressure onto this B site. Good boost. Bolts finds a Cillian, and now it's just Glaive left to defend it alone. They may pull Valda down to the window in time, but Glaive, yes, inside. Good play, gets aggressive before the flash, so had full vision, able to catch the first kill. Jump up on top of the box this time, no vision, can't do anything to save his teammate. But he's still here, and he's still got a decent opportunity on this angle. Has to rely on Freeze to hold it, though, inside of that smoke. He just gets forward enough to catch off Henny, but he's gone, and it's all down to just the one player remaining with the AWP. Great shot, bomb drop, 36 seconds, but over faces, and Lucas is able to win the battle once more. Again, he continues to carry this team.
Glaive definitely makes it interesting there. Finds 3 kills and a difficult buy for SK Gaming there, but Immortals now. This is what we're used to seeing from them. They're actually working together and making these clutch situations go in their favor. This was very creative from Glaive. Waiting for that boost to come in, he takes down the first kill, and then, unfortunately for him, gets smoked out in a difficult position for him. Brings it down to the 1 versus 1, but it's Lucas stepping up once again there. 6-3, they have broken the economy now, with SK. So after those 3 rounds in a row, all gun rounds as well, they have been shut out of this game. So the Immortals, their buy reflects as well. They're reading this quite nicely. They have 2 SMGs, they can be the reconnaissance players, and they're sticking together towards long. Not going those tight choke points we saw towards Bathroom before. That's a much better place to face that angle from. Instead of going 1 by 1 around the corner, let's stick together, keep it nice and wide, and then we can actually access the bomb site if they find an outkill. Now they know it's pretty much going to be a clean sell here as they actually check towards this area as well. There's going to be a boost, that little window. It's not supposed to work out in that fashion, but just managed to land the headshot, but it's not going to work out. It's going to be a 5 versus 1 now, just Glaive.
He's been spotted as well as Bolts actually loses the duel. So an AK to grab for Glaive if he can get there in time. Low HP as well on Phelps, who tries to deny it. Lucas will eventually put him down. No save to be had, but 2 guns lost in the process. Doesn't really matter for Immortals. They've got decent money. Not the greatest. They've got 1 round left.
Yeah.
If they lose 1, they'll be able to buy 1 more. SK is going to go all in on this, and it's Freeze back to the AWP this time.
We saw yesterday SK Gaming posting very good numbers on the city guide against Astralis. They actually went up 7-0, so they haven't started off in similar fashion here, but they are very deadly on the city side. We saw in those 3 gun runs they actually won. Definitely a chance to still win the half here, but we'll see what they decide to do here. It's more aggression being focused towards the connector. There's going to be a Cillian involved in that area, but Molotov out for now. More default play here from Immortals. You can see a boost in there for that playground area, seeing if there is that initial aggression towards long A. Nothing will be coming in just yet. It's Riz towards the bathroom area for now. Looking for that first pick towards the party area, but see if this works out for him.
Freeze. Desperate to find the shot, will not be allowed with that smoke going out. Does tag though onto Phelps as he jumps up above to get the information. He's down to 20 on that. Cillian's waiting for them to just walk out and carelessly overlook the top of the stairs. That's exactly what happens, but he doesn't find the shot. So Lucas gets away with that, doesn't even take any damage. Cillian will lament the fact that he was given that opportunity and missed it entirely. Forces them to rotate back through the B tunnels. Which means Glaive will take up the rotation in his place because it's going to be so long before Cillian can even get close to that A site. They need to make sure they've got support system in place for Freeze, who is still waiting out right side with that smoke just covering him.
Well, now we have a definite execution possibility here for the terrorists. They've got control of middle and long A as well, taking the vision away from the AWP, but you can see this little play onto the bomb site. This could be very efficient if Glaive does a ton of damage, but can't quite find a kill just yet, and the backstab coming in from Valda's middle as well. So this is running out of time. There it is. Phelps, good awareness, takes down the kill, and that should be the round tied up at this point. But Frizz, he's got other ideas, and it's still in. Real opportunity here to lock them down. Time ticking away. They need to make their way to the bomb site, and he's holding strong, finds the first kill. Looking for 2, but it's Frizz to get it. 3 versus 2 now, and Phelps still fighting strong here.
Cillian, this is the perfect position. This is the perfect play to counter off that entrance. 8 seconds they have to go, and they still don't have the answer for it. Madi's going to play off at perfect peaks. Smart from Immortals that time to sit back and wait. Phelps was waiting for that flank. They know it's been an issue from that stairwell every time they've gone onto the A site, but still it doesn't matter. The rotation coming over early from Glaive, and Cillian able to get back and compensate for that lost ground, that long rotation by getting into the default deny.
Yeah, Cillian in pretty much the only position you'd have any sort of vision there, just taking advantage. They don't really have much time to work with. They're having to check the corners very quickly indeed. He picked up 2 frags, and that's the round over. Like he said, they didn't have amazing money there, Immortals. It's a very close round indeed. Lots of one-on-ones. That's going to be reflected here. Henny with the AWP, but 3 of his teammates on Tech 9. It's just Lucas. He's the only remaining AK-47. But look at this from Glaive. Aggressive towards short. Gets 2 kills with the UMP. Finally taken down, but Modi's there to back him up. And it's going to be a 4-on-2 now. Henny still with the AWP, so still some options here, but really nice play there with the SMG. From the CTs, pushing through the smoke and just catching the terrorists by surprise there. Showtime trying to do what he can, pop flash through the smoke. It's a YOLO play, but it doesn't seem to work out for him as he takes down Modi there.
Shot from Henny as well to find a Cillian. So both kills coming in quick succession brings this dead even and forces the rotation early from Volda. Still a minute, so they're gambling on the fact that this is going to stay on the B site. According to Immortals, it's not. They're going to rotate back through T-spawn, and this will not only create a rotation back over to the A site, but do it in such a timing that it may start second-guessing themselves on this SK side. And do they split or play the buddy system? And it looks like they're going to play a double 1 versus 2 situation effectively. The good news is with Volda pushing up this far, they may get some information for him to rotate in time.
Well, that's the thing. He's got a great position here, Val, because he can actually access the connector area and get to both bomb sites very quickly. Indeed, looks like Immortals will be using the buddy system here, going towards long A, but Frisk, the turret, waiting for them on the A site. He has got to watch a lot of angles here, but if he just chooses one and tries to take advantage of this is almost perfect right now. Optimus doesn't land the first shot, and actually the second. I thought he had that dead to rights, but this is get Val now. Bomb will be planted in that smoke area, and he's got a massive mission here to actually try and make anything happen. But this first kill, surely.
He's going to be smart about it, too. This is perfect. Show me where your friend is. Well, he will. Sorry, Henry. He doesn't care what you think. He cares about getting money and getting the round. He's going to go inside of the smoke as well and try and ninja this out, but the smoke's already dissolving. Great shot. Volda pulls it back and frees. He might have been a little bit too conservative. A brilliant play. As SK just barely going to pull that one off, all on the back of a great trigger discipline.
That's a sick play from Val. The fact that he's looked so calm after that as well. We have to reiterate, this is his first international event. To have the balls to go for these kind of plays, that's very impressive indeed. Tried to use the smoke there initially, go for the full defuse, realized it was dissipating, and just gets a really nice calculated shot there onto Henny. That just locks down Immortals now. Their money is in tatters as we go into round number 13. SK Gaming fighting back here. A lot of clutch situations so far in this game. It's going to be flashed off for now. Does spot a couple of players once again. They've just got Tech 9, and he's not going to be missing those ones. Takes down Phelps. It's going to be a 5-4, but actually gets taken down by the Tech 9 here, so that makes things a little bit more interesting if they can recover their orb.
Focus though, first kill from the east side is going to make this ever closer with the Tech 9s and that one single AWP. Again, trying to spray inside of the smoke. He's using the silenced M4. He'll get away with that. More information relayed in the effect of the terrorist side. Off-angled the hold, but it doesn't allow them to advance far. Good timing as it goes out on the flash. Great play. Teamwork again from SK, and they're able to pick up one more kill. Good response from Showtime. Drops the bomb off intentionally, and more importantly, Bolt's able to take down a Cillian. Is going to leave Glaive alone on this site, and they are pressing closer. They picked up the M4 as well now onto Showtime, so 2 guns threaten this position. He's managed to Glaive here by not peeking, not overcommitting, to slow this down considerably. That's aggressive to jump up on top of this smoke. And he's very fortunate that Bolt wasn't in a position to see him with the scope. It's able to drop it, and there's no positioning chance for Henny to try and grab that. Good catch off by Showtime, though. Had the information, pushed through, and nailed him. And Modi's still not here. He's not even into this yet.
Yeah, this is a big clutch now for Modi. 2 versus 1. Bomb is going to be planted, but the bomb's still towards the bathrooms area. They haven't committed to this whatsoever. Needs to be very careful now. It's Henny with the bomb, making his way to the bomb site now.
Modi's not sure where they're gone because of this. He would have expected a bomb plant off that kill as well, but without it, he considers going back to B. That does give them the time and the window needed to allow that to happen. So bank stairs, both out toward long. So as soon as he comes around the back of this APC, there's one player still facing it. The second trying to rotate back around the bathrooms. That's Showtime. It's Henny. AWP, misses shot. Modi with the flash, gonna try and take him down. Does in the end, but he's limited himself to just 8 bullets to play with, and he has to find Showtime in a quick manner. Has a kit to work with, but nailed out in the open. Nade caught, and Showtime pulls it back. So again, another 1-1 situation. This time goes the favor of the Brazilians, and they'll resume the lead with 8-5.
And they did that with just pistols as well. It's Frisk who goes for that initial pick. He gets it as well, but swarmed in towards the bathroom area. They get the AWP. It's in the hands of Lucas this time, and he had a fantastic play there on the bomb side. Very tense situation. We saw Cillian boosted up on the bomb side. No, sorry, I think it was Glaive. Boosted up on the bomb side there. Got the initial pick, but call it a cucumber. We saw AWP step up and get that kill and bring it into a 2 versus 1 situation. They didn't show their hands straight away. They waited to see if there was any reaction from Modi at that point. Got the bomb down and adjusted themselves to a winnable situation. So that's very impressive. A 5-man stack, though, from SK Gaming here.
Big stack.
4 USBs in the PT-50, and then it's going to be swarming out now and hoping they can lock down Bolts. He gets the first kill, looking to get the big spray down. That's working out. There's 4. Looking for the ace. Can he get any more? It's going to be stolen away from him by Henny.
Rude.
Yeah, I would say so, but it's Immortals here. We're much more convincing T-half here on Overpass, and it's kind of funny, really. Cobble was their pick, and SK Gaming looked so strong on Overpass yesterday, and after such a brilliant performance in the first map, I thought they were going to run away with this one, but definitely a convincing case so far from the Brazilians. We're going to round number 15, no AWP on Frisk. It's going to be a very difficult buy indeed. Got 4 rifles, 1 UMP, a lack of utility as well, and not a single kit. This normally means you have to go a little bit more aggressive. You need to be finding that first kill. You can't allow a full executor coming from the terrace or allow them to try and work a pick with the AWP. You just don't have the firepower to counteract it. So let's see what Modi can do. Like I said, he's pushed off towards short. He's trying to make something happen here. But unfortunately for him, it's another 3-man play towards long. Immortals probably reading the economy quite well here. They're guessing there won't be an AWP available. Not using the same smoke, we're used to seeing that area. So I want to keep vision in their favor. Flashes and nades come over towards that APC area. And here comes the execution.
Time. Getting close to the smoke, but not yet pushing through it. He's going to flash himself rather than his team over the top. He's got both lined up with a boost. Oh, it's so pretty from Showtime. Timing is everything. He's going to find a third. And you can cut the demo reel because Showtime is putting on exactly that. Glaive, though, does get him down backstairs, able to grab the M4, tries to get away fast enough to reload. He's just got that done in time. As Bolts was hot on his heels. Modi's going to rotate over. They've got to go for this. There's no kits on either player. Thankfully, there is armor to try and work with, so aim punch not going to be a factor, but Bolts doesn't care. He's got one, and it's an easy shot. Modi not even looking that direction.
Very convincing half there from Immortals, winning the pistol this time, but actually providing some, I guess, some encouraging results in the gun rounds. They're actually playing a lot more together and actually seeing some of that explosive play in the clutches as well, actually getting a little luck here. This play at the end from Showtime, perfect there. Pop flash through, both players completely out of the round. And he picks up 3 to finish things off. 10-5. A fantastic first half there, especially on the T side of overpass. It's very powerful indeed. SK Gaming, they get a pistol there. We know they're very efficient on overpass in general, so still not out of the woods just yet. It's convincing style, but see if they can continue this level of performance. SK Gaming are currently 1-0 up. It's best of 3 if you are just joining us. After a 16-6 victory, it was very convincing. It was a look like Immortals. We heard they'd just woken up from a nap, and I think that was evident in their play as well.
Yeah, it was quite evident. They were very slow to get going, and they didn't pick up a single round on their CT side on Cobblestone as well, so there was 9-6 at the first half in that game. 10-5 here. SK this time the one behind, but starting out T-side, pistol, they did win the first one. I mean, that's the other interesting stat in this game is both teams that have won opening pistol. Oh, no, take that back, actually. That was the clutch by Lucas. That's right. Glaive pushed up and got 2. Lucas actually pulled that one back, so it was a 5 versus 2 down to a win for Immortals that time.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, so they're going to have to try and pull this one out. They did win the pistol in the second half of the first game, though.
Well then.
So pistols have been pretty even between the two. Lucas is going to start it off again, though. Brilliant shot. USP's got the Glaive down, and this is going to limit them with that smoke. They can't really push through. It segregates Volda from his teammates who are trying to get through the monster tunnel. And look at the amount of pressure they're putting onto that position at the lower hallways right now.
Absolute dream start here for Immortals, pushing up aggressively towards connector and long, finding 2 kills as well. It's going to force and funnel SK Gaming towards the B side. They're trying to get a bomb down at this point. This is going from bad to worse. So Phelps picks up the 3rd frag of the round, and Showtime chiming in as well. Asilian, the last player remaining. It's a clean sweep here for Immortals, adding to their total 11-5, and no bomb plan for SK Gaming. That suggests there will be a force buy in the second here, trying to do what they can with the Tech-9s, but that was very clinical from Immortals there. Opening shot and connector, sending out a message to the Danes, and here comes the force buy from SK Gaming. Like I said, normally if you don't get the bomb down, you don't have that chance of getting the AKs in the 3rd, so you invest into the 2nd. You get a little bit of utility. This time it's 1 smoke and a couple of flashbangs. If you get kills, it comes down to what, like a 2-on-2 or something like that, then you actually have the chance to get more, but you don't get a single kill. You're very limited indeed. They will be focusing towards the connector area this time, hoping they can find something here, but there's no confrontation in CTs whatsoever. A fast play towards A, and the UMP in hand of the CT might actually be a little bit problematic.
Did a first bit of damage onto Modi, but from that range, he made the decision to fall back sooner. Rather than later, it allows them to advance into the bathrooms. That's where Volda's got position, but the smoke out. Phelps is going to try and take advantage of this. They push through that UMP. They're actually going to re-smoke it for that exact reason. Could be in the right situation, in the right position. Yes, the armor's up, but the UMP we know is so good against it for the SMGs. Henny's got the opening pick. Volda goes down. It's all now out. Now that trajectory, they know he's on the other side of that smoke surely at this point. So they will fall and try and push elsewhere. Unfortunately, elsewhere's not going to be at long because that's where they've lost so much health right now. And Freeze could pick up. Phelps finally does find Glaive. It's a long battle for him trying to find this opening. Back potentially more. Yes, he will. Both go down. So pretty straightforward anti-eco. 4 stay alive. They do lose Henny, which could be a bit of an issue if they want to try and get a fast AWP out onto him. So we'll have to keep an eye on how he chooses to invest into this round. But for SK, with no bomb plants in the first 2, they've just got to sit tight here and wait for this next round to present themselves, especially with an aggressive force buy as they had. So they're sitting around the $2,000 mark. They can't even afford to go for anything here.
Yeah, not a single thing purchased. It's going to be 5 Glocks, no nades, nothing. Rush B. Hope for the best. What are your favorite strategies, man?
pretty much the only strategy I know, to be honest. As they spray through Monster Tunnel, it's going to be Lucas with both. Showtime does help out slightly on the second. Importantly, though, Phelps picks up 2, pushing through, and has the bomb in their possession, so another very swift round. All 5 stay alive, Henny included, who went to the Tech 9. Didn't really build up anything with it, but he's got 55, 8,900. I think Phelps should drop it over to him so he doesn't have to go as light.
See what they decide to do here. SK Gaming will be getting the 5 AKs as we go into round number 19. Commanding lead here so far for the Brazilians, 13-5. And you can see SK Gaming is still limited here without a single plant. They have 5 smokes, 1 Molotov. That's about it. It'll be difficult to actually execute efficiently onto the side. An aggressive play here. Mortal definitely can afford to do this. Over the smoke. Have position to fall back as well. There's one player waiting there, though. He's going aggressive with the UMP, and why not? Even pick up 1 kill. Definitely will be worth it, but oh, that's a little bit risky there. Showtime push Monster by himself. Gives Modi the kill. We know he likes to lurk towards that area, but Phelps answers back. It's going to be the kill with that UMP, as we mentioned before, taking that blade.
And Henny does have that AWP bought it himself this time. They've still got money enough to buy a second. He's going into this round without purchasing anything. Phelps at 8,900. He's up to 95 now with that kill in the SMG. It's still a 4 versus 4, and this typically, we say, favors the offense because they can split up the D so easily. Modi's still lurking over on this B position as well. They should, if they watched yesterday's games, know that he likes to walk into Monster Tunnel almost completely alone, and that's exactly what he's done here. Lucas is going to catch him out. And that's big, because now Lucas has a little bit of awareness. Not only that, the repeat gives away that there's 2 players approaching. This is going to be a rotation called over, and he's going to get himself in an efficient position. That's the name of the game at this point. Just needs to stay alive, delay them on the entry, and try and buy time for the rotation to get there before the bomb goes down, and that's exactly the case. They may get the plant out of this for money. Don't denied. Brilliantly done. Very, very smart from Lucas.
Yeah, lovely stuff there. After losing that initial kill with SK Gaming, had great control of that situation. It was Showtime that pushed aggressively from Monster Tunnel. Modi got the kill, but after that, it just fell apart for SK Gaming, forcing their way towards the B side. Just never really got going there. They were very limited, as I said, in what they actually had available. No Molotovs, and they had the smoke grenades, but they were expelled pretty quickly on. And it's a UMP, the bonus round potential for Immortals stepping up. We go into round number 20 here, and Immortals now, it's almost a mirror game of what we saw on towards Cobble. This will be map points after the crushing defeat on Cobble. Looking like Immortals will be taking map number 2 here. They don't really have much to work with here. The SK Gaming are going to be rushing into B once again. Chris has managed to pick up a kill. Glaive chiming in as well, but Bolts still holding strong here. Grenade goes in, and I don't think a plant will be going down this time as Bolts takes down the holder of that, and it's going to be Vowed. Manages to get an AK-47, but they're going to be aware of position at this point.
Walked in, though, from this monster position. A reasonably open angle, and Henny had no idea he's there. This does relay information to Bolts in the one-on-one, smoked across. He wants a better position than inside a jungle. But when the minute left, that smoke actually just serves well for Valda to start to reset here and reopen this opportunity because the map is entirely available to him now. How do they approach this? Bolts is just going to wait by the stairwell. It does give him a quick rotation regardless of which side he goes to. He's effectively playing and giving up ground for the retake on this. He's going to peek just to see if he's still around on the B site. Probably curious as to this point why there's not a plant, but having a kit, he can't afford to do that. He can't afford to try and catch him out with the plant going down.
Such a huge advantage of the terrorist in this situation. When there's so much time to play with as well, and you've lost track of where he may be. You can see now Val so confident in his plant. Bolts will be anticipating this now, and there he comes in. Grenades from both players to play for. This comes down to pure aim at this point, and Val gets a strong position here. Can see the bomb from bathrooms, and now he has no idea where the CT's rotating in from. So still a lot of mind games to come in. The fake defuse surely arriving any second.
Bolts, is he going to tap it? Looks as though he will.
Full defuse.
May even actually hold this right now. Valda, he's going to pick this out shoulder. That discourages Bolts off of it, and he's got the shot. It's 14 now for Immortals.
Lovely stuff there. Val keeping them alive. Didn't really have much to work with. That's actually another eco coming in. He comes down to the 2 versus 1 situation. He goes towards B, takes down the player in upper, and then rotates, starts the mind games. When he's got that bomb planted, he's in such a strong position there. Gets a vision of the bomb, and it's all down to the reaction there of Bolts. He can't really do much about it. It's so challenging, those positions. You just hit that first headshot. He hits the body, unfortunately, and it's going to be another chance here for SK Gaming to go into round number 21. Orb is going to be out on both sides. Henny this time, they'll be warding it towards middle. Modi once again. We talked about it so much yesterday, man, against Astralis. He was so good at lurking into that monster tunnel area. He seemed to have that instinct when he can strike and find 1 kill for his teammates while they're executing towards A. It's definitely one of those tactics that's high risk. If it doesn't work out for you and teams are aware that one of your players do that, it can be very difficult to get anything from it. We see players like Nico, especially from Mousesports. He does it very effectively, and Modi is no slump at it either.
Glaive to get aggressive with a Cillian. wrap back down, at least clear out the underpass. There hasn't actually been a lot of exchanges in that position so far in this game. We often see that being a point of contention to get map control, but Asilian does catch Phelps out inside of the bathroom early.
Straight for the smoke.
Of course. It's the only way. To be fair, there has been a lot of activity in that position throughout the course of this game. Specifically from Volda, but obviously now, when we swap it over, it's Phelps that gets punished for it, and it's an advantage for SK that they desperately need. Madi again out toward that monster position, but a smoke off won't allow him to walk in as cleanly this time.
Well, we have 35 seconds here, and the terrorists do have 3 swings remaining and a Molotov their barrels as well. That's what Lucas will be. If they're smart, you can see Chris is rotating in. They will do a smaller execution here. Don't really probably have time to do a full set piece here, but that's what they need to do. Modi going first, Molotov towards the barrel, to flush his CT out. I think they're going to arrive in, there it is. And now it's up to Modi to try and find that first kill. He lands the headshot, but goes a lot of damage, and Showtime needs to step up here, gets the first kill, but he's going to drop eventually in the end as well. It's going to be a 4-on-2, and with the lead Immortals have, they don't really need to go for this. We saved the weapons here, but Bolt's, he's got other ideas.
And Asilian, look at Asilian's position. Save the weapons if you want, but he's already here. He's already on that A site. They're going to rotate around, and Henny's going to get caught out easily. It's Freeze that actually finds that kill, but Asilian is definitely going to find Bolts. There's no way out of this.
I'll have a look at the money going into the next round here. For Immortals, they will get $1,900, so they definitely can't buy here. Bolt's saving the M4, that makes things a little bit more interesting. They get some 5 seconds to pound. Oh, okay. Asilian gets there in the end. They all count. But yeah, after losing that weapon, it's going to be pretty much a full eco here. The CT, sorry, have around maybe 3k average in the team. There's some upgraded pistols, maybe a little bit of HEs as well. Take a gamble, stack towards B, or maybe see a long push like we saw from SK Gaming. But they know exactly what's going on right now. They just need to grind this out round by round. The Immortals yet to get some map points. The pressure is still there in the Brazilian camp slightly. Still a lot of work here to do for the Danes, but after that clutch, my Val, there's definitely signs of life here, a chance to get back into this game.
Gonna push through this as well. Flash in, Madi able to get him through the fence. Fence that often can swallow bullets. We saw it at the Major in Columbus, but Madi able to get 2. Pistols with a bit of a chance play from Immortals to try and close this a little bit early, trying to change the, I guess, complexion of things and how they've been passive on their eco rounds before.
Yeah, this
trying
is
to do something a little bit offhand.
It's interesting. I was about to say SK Gaming known to be so disciplined in this situation, making sure they're sticking together. They take a little bit of a high-risk play there. It's Glaive and Modi going in together towards Monster Tunnel. They managed to capitalize this time, taking down Lucas and getting key information here. The bomb site B is completely open. They'll get a clean plant down here, and at this point, it's not worth hunting. Normally, we see terrorists hunting CTs, but when you know they've got no rifles, you haven't given anything away, stick together, exit effectively. The only chance you've got of really gathering $300 per kill, so it's not even worth the justification there. Just going to be sticking together and not giving anything away. And you can see here, for an angle, doesn't land the shot, but doesn't need to face this. You know, they can just exit together and make sure every gun stays alive.
Babysit the bomb as well for no off chance that someone slips in the back.
We've seen quite a lot of that this year.
We have. Dignitas.
It always breaks my heart a little bit. Although it's very exciting. As a Counter-Strike fan, you hate to see it happen.
I love to see it.
I know you do.
It's brilliant.
You're an anarchist.
It's brilliant.
I guess it just the feeling when I was an in-game leader, right? If that ever happened to me, I just know I'd be done. I'd be checked out of the game.
Yeah, no, you hate to see it as a player.
Yeah. Well then, we go into round number 23. Like you said, SK Gaming making a case for themselves. Yeah, not out of this one just yet. It's going to be a difficult buy for Immortals, and see Phelps going to be a UMP. Definitely a viable weapon. We see it more and more coming to the meta of CSGO in a whole. It's a high armor penetration weapon, probably the most effective of the SMGs in terms of gun rounds, and in certain situations can be good for multi-kills as well. We'll see what he can do with this weapon, this round, sorry. As this, okay, fully blind, and that's just the default play for a top orbital. As soon as you get blind, you wait a second, maybe a little bit less, pull the trigger, hope for the best. This time he actually lands the shot. Showtime goes down first. Another 5 and 4. This is where SK Gaming really come into their own. We really discussed their fundamentals of the team. They've got a very good understanding of how they should play these sort of rounds, and now they have the advantage. Tons of time to play with, and they need to wait for the CT reaction. We can't see anything coming in just yet. Phelps and Henny towards long and middle here. They haven't got the orb to play with, so many options here. I'd like to see them maybe getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to stick together towards connector perhaps, but quite segregated so far.
Madi again, typical position for him. Glaive and Volda already clearing out those bottom tunnels. They're going to rotate over, but Cillian and Freeze with a very passive hold. Haven't really pushed the CTs in any direction. Naturally, that opening pick on Showtime does mean that they've gone more passive, but more than anything from SK to try and overextend and compensate. Don't want to get caught out by this. Phelps, good position. We've seen him successful here early with this UMP, and it's exactly this designed play where they put the smoke out and he tries to catch them off. Freeze won't be able to be spotted nor spot him from this boost, so long as Henny, who's already rotated away, doesn't get caught, all is fine. But Phelps getting ever closer to this. And he sees the flash go out. They try and catch it off. It does blind him up, and he will go down. Glave's got the kill. It's now a two-man advantage. That pulls Henny back, but he's so late on this. Vasilian is just going to walk through the smoke onto him. There's nothing he could have done to defend that.
Yeah, rips off the head of Henny there. We saw a UMP do significant damage out of the terrace, but the flashbang's so effective, can't really do much about it. It's a last-second plant, but it doesn't matter in the context of the round. It's going to be 5-on-2. Lucas trying to save the AWP here from his fallen comrade. As now the hunt begins. Terrors now know there's a lot to gather here. If they can find these two remaining CD players, this is a much different scenario. They can find the orb, and they know the position. Cillian does drop first, but still definitely justified trying to take him down. There it is. What a shot from Glaive. Bolts cowering in the corner now, hoping no one checks it. It's a very sneaky angle. But as soon as he is found out, you're sure that Glaive's teammates will back him up. I don't think Glaive got his kill. Okay, maybe he will.
He may have just been clipping through the edge.
Yeah, I think he was. You can see
either the knee or the barrel of the gun, one of the two.
Well then, almost at double figures. Like I said, grind it out round by round. We'll have a look at the money coming in for Immortals this time. Got a 4th stage loss bonus on the CT side. That's not really enough to do much with. You can get some upgraded pistols, Deagles, PD50s, 5.7s, and they're not really investing that much into it. It's just going to be one smoke, and Henny trying to keep things modest as he just had the silent USP. That almost suggests certainty of the AWP next round, but SK Gaming homing in on double figures here. So what looked like a very bleak situation after going 4-0 here in the second half, they actually get 4 in a row and actually give themselves a fighting chance here. Round number 2.
Down into this stairwell. Might be one of the rare times that we do get something happening in this position because he's caught him off guard entirely. And you pointed out something interesting as well, is that kill doesn't allow the rotation, which actually forces them to where there's a stack at long, but the pistol's not successful on the first. It's Glaive. Great accuracy as he takes down both Showtime and Bolt 10. He's able to evade danger for the moment, but surely they are going to be coming for him as well, because onto the A side is where they look to approach. There's a quick rotation from B, so they'll slow it slightly. They may actually go the other way on this with Modi's information.
I'm sure Carrigan's watching this game and kind of rubbing his hands, seeing the Glaive performance so far. I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to perform with the Major. I've been very impressed so far. Been out of the scene a while, but it seems like the rust hasn't set in just yet. Great aim displayed there. And we go into the dying sectors of this round as it looks like SK Gaming will be making their way towards B. And Phelps waiting on the other side of that smoke. That's going to dissipate before he has a chance to do anything with it. He has got the AK-47 though. If he can find 1 or 2 kills, and it gives the remaining CTs a fighting chance at least, but that's probably all he can get out of this. And that would be a push as well. 30 seconds remain. There's going to be a B split coming in from Short and Monster. And I think that the CTs have got an inkling of this as well. They're starting to rotate. Here comes the first kill. And there's one. Phelps looking for the double. Doesn't land it quite yet. And it's going to be Glaive that takes him down. And just on USPs, the 5-7 of Lucas that chimes in. This is actually getting a pretty interesting double kill. Make it 3 for Lucas. What a play. When it looked like they were completely shut down on that situation, somehow he finds something out of nothing and brings Immortals ever closer now to taking the second map. 15-9.
Brilliant play from him as well, and Phelps was so low and slightly off timing when he came in. His teammate basically gave him 2 one-on-one situations, but they still have money to buy into this on the SK side, considering that that's now been 4 rounds in a row stop dead. This could actually be a reset against Immortals, so yes, they've got themselves to map point, but they're not done just yet. If they don't win now, it'll limit them severely moving forward. They've gone for more of a passive setup out toward that long position. Henny is there with the AWP, but Phelps playing the inside of the bathrooms. It's 3 over on B instead, and they've got good damage on Amadi for once, because now he's going to be discouraged heavily from trying to find that information, from trying to lurk in toward that B side and finding an opening pick. Henny's got this angle held. This may present, well, guess not today.
Well, the pressure firmly against SK Gaming. That 1 round will do it. They need 6 in a row just to take it to overtime. They will be moving in slowly with the AWP. That's first towards long. On the flower bed, hoping someone gives him the opportunity, but I think he just missed the spot there towards the APC. Let's have anything that's going on there. Phelps on the other side of the smoke, aggressive angle, and the same boost we saw from Immortals in the first half.
If Phelps backs up on this bench, I think there's enough that Valda, okay, that second smoke would deny it. I think, yeah, Valda would have been able to just see the top of his head, but they're going to try and move forward on this. Neither party exposed. He's still sitting inside of the bathroom as well with that AWP. Bolts. Molotov ready. Gonna try and slow them to delay them. Good one-for-one trade. Facilium with the second one, but look how low he and Madi have gone. Immortals definitely have the upper hand in this, and Henny's gonna prove that exactly by taking down not only one, but the second. Both low HP players. It's just one to find. It's Glaive. He's trapped on the site, and Henny's done it. 16-9, the Brazilians will at least get one in this series as we go to a map 3.
Much better from Immortals there. They seem that they're arriving. The teamwork's there. The clutches are working in their favor. They won both pistols this time, so that gave them a huge advantage. And you have to feel a little bit bad there for SK Gaming towards the end. It looked like they were making a really convincing case to get back into it, but Lucas with the 5-7, what a play from him. Just to relieve that pressure a little bit and give them map points was enough to push them over the finish line there. They finished things off in convincing fashion. Much better from Immortals here. We go to train for the third and deciding map, and I think that's going to be very interesting to say the least. We're not sure what SK really have available in that with this new lineup, but
we haven't been sure of what they have available throughout the course of the tournament in some aspects. That may actually start to favor them the way they're playing as a team right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm curious as well. I mean, with Immortals, that was a little more convincing, but still there was some issues with it. Henny was a little bit slow to get going. He did find his form at the end. Lucas was excellent, but there still is inconsistencies throughout some of the players on the team. And until they play a full, complete game, I'm not going to be convinced in this tournament. They may get through this series, but I'm still not convinced beyond that.
On Cobble, we were missing that flair. We weren't seeing the clutches go in their favor. We weren't seeing the high-octane shots. This time we had it. We had some really exciting moments there. So it seems like that's what Immortals are best at. And if they have that working in favor along with two pistols as well, they're going to be winning games. So that was much better. And hopefully SK Gaming can bounce back. You feel like they're a little bit unlucky in some of those situations. I think that one, especially towards the end, the 3-on-1 with Lucas with the 5-7. I think that was their ticket back into this game. They could have got it to overtime, but still, third map train, and I'm not really sure what's going to go down there. It's going to be another very exciting prospect.
Well, we will take a break before we get there. Join us again to decide who moves forward to playoff into the semifinals. We'll be right back.